Season 2024 under the Friday. Let's try that again. Season 2024 commences under the Friday Night Lights here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round one of the NPL Queensland season. Here in Queensland, we've got a battle of the premiers to kick off this new campaign. James Coughlin back in the commentary box to bring you every important moment. It's two clubs that know each other very well, and the Brisbane Classico rivalry between Lions and Brisbane City will add another chapter here on FQTV. Rob Askew's side have been the benchmark at this level for the last 5 years, but this squad has undergone a bit of a revitalisation and youth movement over the summer. However, they have brought back several big-name stars. And we are almost ready for the kickoff as the teams go through the pre-game handshakes. Let's run through the Lions team. The goalkeeper, Emily Clark. Number 4, Jessie Rasher, one of the new signings. 5, Chelsea Fairbairn. 6, Mackenzie Nielsen. 8, Tui Dwigan. 11, the captain for the night, Tara O'Keefe. 14, Amy Gunston. 15, Alyssa Cox. 16, Emily Bowman. 18, Kaho Nakadate. 15, Alyssa Cox, and 23, Meg McGilligan. Meanwhile, for Brisbane City, well, there is not much more they could have achieved last season, winning all 23 regular season games and finals matches in the FQPL 1 division to earn their spot in the top flight. But coach David De Silva has decided that there was, in fact, room for growth and brought in a number of fresh faces as they prepare for what is sure to be a unique NPL campaign over the next 27 matches. The lineup for Brisbane City, the goalkeeper, Georgie Worth. Number 3, Jacqueline Cashman. Number 4, Willow Leocana. 5, Jess Dillon. 6, Billy Murphy. 8, Talitha Kramer. 9, Jonty Fisher. 10, Lainey Fryer. 14, the captain, Steph Latham. 15, Tully Heatley. And 16, Mia Green. And in true Queensland football fashion, there is a bit of weather around with scattered showers throughout the day, but it has not been enough to dampen the anticipation. And we are now moments away from kickoff. City going from left to right on your screen in their traditional home kit with the light blue jerseys and white numbers, which will make identification a lot of fun if you're just going off the numbers tonight. And Lions are debuting their brand new orange kits for season 2024. And we are underway. City get the 2024 NPL women's season underway in Queensland. And it is Lainey Fryer going for an early run through the middle before she is dispossessed. And Lions, this new look Lions side, now take possession, and they'll be eager to show the NPL newbies just who rules the jungle. An early chance for City, left-footed shot and an early save for Emily Clark. City looking to flex their attacking muscles early, and Lions happy to try and play out of the back, but it could backfire here as a very nervy clearance, and City looking to press very high, very early. Lions able to evade the pressure. Ball moves back towards the Lions goal on the far sideline. And back again for Clark. And already seeing the early intent from City, and it could be on here as a pass is intercepted, and a great chance for City, and they're already starting to rack up the shots in the opening 120 seconds. just desperately trying to get out of their own half. It's Nakadate back to the veteran Rashid. Pressure being applied by Jonty Fisher, who has taken up station in the right wing spot for City, and Lions working it through the centre of the pitch, but strong challenge by Talitha Kramer, and it could open up now. Here's Fisher. An option in the middle, two options. Chester down by Latham with the outside of the foot, and there's the first goal of the season. Who else? Steph Latham. And the early pressure from City lets them strike first. And what a ball in, and the touch from Latham almost allowed Rashid to get back in there, but it was a cool, calm and composed finish. And after racking up half a century last season in the FQPL, Steph Latham has taken less than 200 seconds to start off NPL 2024 account. So, who would have had that on their Friday night bingo card? Can Lions strike back quickly as McElligott turnover, and Cashman brings it out for the throw. Nakadate to take. McElligott. Let's play back for Gunston. First time shot. O'Keefe, it was blocked away. I mentioned some of the big name retentions by Lions. Well, there's no bigger out for this match, as you might have picked up during the team lineup announcements. Tegan Riding not involved tonight. That could be a big issue for the Lions to overcome. Passing, just not quite as razor sharp as we're used to seeing in previous seasons, as Heatley winds up on the ground. One of a number of players who were in the QAS team last year have made the move to a different club for senior football. Cleared away by City, and now the visitors looking to go on the break, and O'Keefe is dragged down. I think of the stability that Lions have had by and large over their time in the NPL. This is as much change as I can remember, to be totally honest. Gilligan and Gunston and O'Keefe, Nakadate all returning from previous years, but for a big club like Lions, it is as close as you'll get to a rebuilding project, and I say write them off at your own peril, but write them off at your own peril. Murphy. That pass is intercepted by Rashid. And winds up at the feet of Gunston, who's able to take her time, play it back for Chelsea Fairbairn. By Fairbairn, and able to try and thread the pass in behind Kramer, and Gunston wants the target. Here goes Gunston with that long stride, just shrugs off Kramer. She gets a pass away for McElligott. This is not the only football we've got coming your way on FQTV tonight. We've also got the Kappa Pro Series Round 2 action between Mitchelton and Olympic. Goodman Park, and it is Olympic. 2 goals to the good in that one. You can catch those matches on demand as Lions look to get themselves back on level terms as they found themselves under a very sudden tidal wave of Brisbane City pressure. Read that pass. He launches it away. Cashman chasing it down and able to win the race. Ball ahead of Alyssa Cox. City winning the ball back as Rashid showing her years of experience to pick that one out. Keith operating as the fulcrum of that attack, but losing out as Aaron Green try to link up, and now here goes Heatley. She'll stretch the legs as she tries to escape the attentions of her direct opponent, Tui Dugan. Goes across towards the back post, free player, and Latham couldn't get the header down. Some quick thinking by City, and they are definitely up for the challenge tonight. Corner taken quickly. Just no one was alert to the danger at the back post. Call was made by our referee for tonight, Carwin Gregory, assisted by Cameron Fawcett and Berkner, and fourth official Zakia Sebahutu. An attempted flick was, I believe, targeted at O'Keefe. Cashman to move around Cox, but Cox will chase her down and up with Nakadate, get the ball back for the home side, but for some temporary respite as City will take it back. Touch could be on outside of the foot shot, and McElligott only had time for one touch. It was enough to force the save out of Georgie Worth. Georgie Worth, who sat out most recent A-League women's season. Glad to see her back in the local game, however. She's had a long career here in Queensland. starting to make those passes stick. Cox suffering the commentator's curse as Leo Kaner drills that one over the sideline. Challenge from Nakadate, deemed to be just a little bit too physical. We'll have the free kick in after starting the game. They just had 5 espressos. City starting to find a bit of a rhythm now as they can look to primarily preserve their lead as well as trying to add to it. Inside just showed off the ball for it to find its way to McElligott as she drives to the edge of the box, takes a shot on. There's the equaliser. Meg McElligott leading the line tonight. She has her first of the season, and we're less than a quarter of an hour into the match. There was not a whole lot Worth could do about that one as McElligott scores her 10th NPL goal for Lions. Working so hard for the lead. City had it for all of 11 minutes before the reigning several-time defending premiers struck back. Murphy. Short for before it's shifted. Kaner trying to unlock the City defence, but Latham was coming back from an offside position. Talk about the overhauls at both of these clubs in the off-season. Just the confirmed departures thus far. Lions, 9 first-team players have gone. Sarah Bonifant to Souths, Callie Cowles to Mitchelton. Ellie Chappell is recovering from injury. She's taking 2024 to get healthy. And they also lost a handful of players to the A-League. Jamila Rankin to the Victory, Tiana Karen Barsis to Central Coast Mariners, Cannon Clough to Canberra, Zara Kruger at Sydney FC, plus Tegan Thompson and Beck Kirkup playing with the local club Brisbane Roar. I'm sure at least some of these former teammates will be tuning in to the NPL Queensland season opener. Meanwhile, Brisbane City, I thought 9 was a lot of change for Lions. 16 players were farewelled after their perfect FQPL season. I would have run through the full list of names, but that might actually take us through to halftime. So some of the names you might be aware of: Ashley Hummels, you'll be seeing for Penn Power; Ubume Hayogo for Capalba; Lorena Maggio for North Lakes United; and in action for the Raw this weekend, Sian Fryer and Kaya Stevenson. Find a full breakdown of the transfers on FQ's website as well, footballqueensland.com.au, or just search it through the socials. A nice handy graphic. The day is, that was a crunching challenge, and it was going back to Clark, who'll have to return it to the spot of the foul from Kramer. Compromising fullback Talitha Kramer. Wants to get forward and can hit the ball as well. Once again coming back wide for Cox. For Nielsen. Nielsen, she was one of the ever-presents for Liz Doherty last season at the QAS. And she's made the move to Richlands. She already have earned an early season starting spot for Rob Askew. And here is Gunston with the touch to get by Murphy from the tight angle, squares it and cannot find a teammate in an orange shirt. It should split the difference between McElligott and Cox. The attack still alive though for Lions, as we'll quickly go to the replay and see this fantastic touch from Gunston. Unable to find that as it. Replay now appears to be in a loop. Apologies for that, as I'll just have to do audio commentary for the time being. We're still on the far sideline. And it is a free kick for Lions about 20 metres from there, and we are back to live pictures. It's pre-season for the commentators too. A chance now for Nakadate to deliver into the box. Low driving ball, it can't get by Cashman, but the deflection fell for Dugan to take the shot on. However, the offside flag on the far side has gone up. Trying to chip it over the top. Fairbairn read it well. To get creative. She's not afraid to try something fancy, Meg McElligott, but might have been just a little bit too fancy with Dunstan caught offside. Through a couple of would-be tacklers is Cashman, who plays it back a little bit heavy on the pass for Heatley. Heatley, this season for QAS, 8 goals. She'll be expected to pitch in with a few this season, as Look for the short corner. Fisher says, let's just wait and reset. Very patient approach that I have to start worrying about that back post area because it's disappeared off the right of screen, but Latham was lurking. Actually, I beg your pardon, that's Kramer. There's crosses to the back post. It's certainly something that should be noted already. Good chances thus far. Emily Clark, the goalkeeper, might just have to have a word to her defenders. There's that sliding challenge from Rashett. Enough to go over the sideline, and Lions players tracking back in numbers. Elliott brings that one down and just wins the race to the loose ball. The City high press. Lions trying to play in behind, but Cashman tracking back well. Reading the bounce of the ball and first to it ahead of her opposite number. Cashman is pushing further and further up the pitch. Bowman. Clark, she's racking up the passing stats, but Fairbairn is dispossessed. For Leah Kaner with McElligott bearing down, and at the top, Cashman, she'll be the first to the loose ball. Options again in the middle. Can she pick one out? And she can only pick out the left foot of Jessie Rashett. Once again on Kramer. Play it to an offside O'Keefe, who is making an attempt to play it, so it goes behind for the goal kick. Score update from the Kappa Pro Series. 3-0 to Olympic. A very, very wet Goodwin Park. It does appear as though we're relatively dry at Richlands. Gets the pass away. Fisher decides there's nothing she likes forward, so the defenders rack up a few touches. pressure on Lions as they keep trying to play it out from the back. It is a long season, but I'm feeling this will be coming up in the review session. Lions City's press onto them, and thus far it has paid dividends for Brisbane City. Kramer thought she might have had the throw in, but nothing doing. A loose touch by Bowman, could be pounced on with a pair of blue shirts chasing that one down. Heatley and Fryer, but rolled through to Clark, who pushed back to the halfway, where it was very quickly picked up by the City defence, although pressure from Gunston almost caught Murphy out. Almost won that ball back, but instead it goes to Heatley as she'll try to tee up Cashman, but there's no way through Cox. Badate. She'll skip past that challenge of Cashman, play it away. It's fair to say the early intensity from the first 10-15 minutes has somewhat simmered. Now firmly entrenched in a midfield battle between Lions and Brisbane City. Round 1 of the NPL Queensland season. Anyway, on FQTV, James Coughlin bringing you all the action as the seasons get underway. This is the first of 5 matches this weekend, which I'll tell you about in a second, because Gunston is going to step in behind. Can she look for the square ball to the back post? It could be there, and Cox puts it over. And Alyssa Cox was definitely not the original target of that one, but the former QAS and Olympic attacker will be thinking, what a perfect way that could have been to break the duck. The score remains 1-1. As mentioned just before, tomorrow, 4 p.m, we've got Penn Power Mitchelton. With exciting fixtures between those two last season. None better than Carla Wilson's 93rd minute winner off an indirect free kick up at AJ Kelly Park. 5 p.m, QAS against Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Sunday, Souths United against Gold Coast United, and Olympic against Easts. Both of those are at 5 p.m, and we will get to see the reigning champions Easts for the first time in 2024 as we come back for the offside. These Lions thought they might have been on the break. And that was a long way from where that free kick was meant to be, but close enough is not good enough in this instance. Nielsen. She'll run, and she'll the option of McGilligan. Switched over to the far side. Cox looking to exchange the 1-2, but not quite on the same page as Dugan. Cashman plays it behind for the corner now. Tui Dugan, New Zealand under-20s rep. Obviously making her NPL Queensland debut tonight, but a player with Strong wraps on, part of the Wellington Phoenix Academy as well. Proves to be a shrewd bit of recruitment here at Richlands. This corner can only pick out a City player, and the visitors launch it away. Clark says this one's mine. Cox will take that one first time. Murphy able to get the touch, but off the bounce, Gunston rolls it wide, and it's behind for a corner despite the best efforts of Georgie Worth. There's a Cox growing in confidence as this game goes on, as Murphy's touch almost backfired. For the home side, goes to the near post, and it's straight through everybody. I think that might have been Cox who just let it run, and the foul committed just to snuff out the potential for a City quick-fire counter. Which has been a steady outlet for City so far in the first half. I feel like that's something they can take advantage of when presented with the opportunity, but keep working that left side until they decide to work the right with Talitha Kramer like they've done here. After what was admittedly a rough start for this new look Lions side, they definitely have settled into the game. As a player over the last little while, you feel comfortable even saying that they've created the better chances since Miguel gets equaliser. Play that off Cashman for the throw-in. And another score update from the Kappa Pro Series. Olympic 5-0 up over Mitchelton now. As the Chris Grossman project continues. Intercepting that one in midfield. Fisher has room ahead of her, instead checks her run, moves towards the centre of the pitch, and has it back for Murphy. Great turn in midfield, could have an opportunity, and there's a free kick now after tug down in midfield. Latham fancied herself for a shot from that range. She does have the ability to strike a ball from distance, scoring a share of free kicks throughout her NPL career, including 2024 Capalabar against the Gap, which would be the match winner that day. Dillon off the intentions of her marker. Fisher. Pass away. Fryer cutting back on that left foot and almost getting that slide-through ball through, and Fryer snatched it the second attempt. And the idea was there, and it was a good call for the pass, but Laney Fryer just rolling it wide. We're being so used to commentating Laney and Sean Fryer in the same team, and so used to saying their full names. Bowman slow to react to the loose ball. Got a touch to it, but that to the benefit of Fryer. Now it's back for Murphy in the centre circle, and she'll look to use that passing range. O'Keefe had strayed offside as the flag had gone up against the Lions captain for the night. Trying to play it in behind Fairbairn, but the speedy left back with a bit of a head start in the foot race easily won that one. And despite the pole that is currently obstructing the right of the shot, it is a throw in, and we'll have a bit of a break in play just as City players gets a talking to. Latham capacity as captain. Delegate now Cox. She can stretch out. She's got options in the middle with Gunston running, but just couldn't get her foot around it to get the requisite bend on the ball. Pass from Randall just left Fisher a little bit short. Four minutes of normal time remaining in this NPL Queensland season opener between Lions and Brisbane City. It may not be level for too much longer as Gunston almost got a foot to that one, but Worth just did enough to give Gunston a second thought. Not as sharp as it was early on, as fatigue will undoubtedly set in. Have as intense a pre-season as you want, but always prepare teams when the games are being played for points. push it. For Cox, and Cox can only play it straight to Heatley. Fairbairn back for Gunston. Trying to clip it through, but just pick out her teammate as it rolls over the byline. No time with the free kick, but they might waste the opportunity were it not for the endeavours of Gunston. Nielsen for Jugan, and a bit of a miscommunication perhaps between Gunston and McElligott about who was supposed to be chasing that one down. And it opened up the opportunity for City. However, onside going on the prowl once again. Moving away from goal, forced to play the pass. Here's Fairbairn. Gandate. Expecting a foul after that challenge from Fryer, but play on. Fisher again, issuing the option to go for a run against Fairbairn. Instead, we'll roll all the way back to Emily Clark. 4 league matches last season as the backup for Ellie Chappell. Lions looking to deploy the high press. Past one, playing it essentially for McElligott from the top of the box, takes a shot on and straight at Georgie Worth for the final action of what has been pretty even first half from Luxury Paint Stadiums, all things considered. Steph Latham opened the scoring for Brisbane City after 3 minutes before Meg McElligott got one back just before the quarter of an hour mark. We're going to step away for a few minutes and be back with the second half just after these messages.
The Matildas are on fire, but the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Welcome back, everybody, to Luxury Paint Stadium here in Richlands. It is the opening match of the opening round of the 2024 NPL Women's season here in Queensland. The battle of the 2023 Premiers Lions, who won this division last season, finished on top of the ladder during the regular season. 23 wins, 2 defeats, 2 draws. And they are level with the 2023 FQPL Premiers and Champions, Brisbane City, who went 21-0-0 during the regular season for winning both the semi-final and the grand final. Tonight, we have seen a goal apiece. It was Steph Latham in the 3rd minute for player with her foot on the ball. Meg McElligott, who gets the second half underway, pulled things back just before the quarter of an hour mark. And we'll see if we can find a winner over the next 45, maybe 46, 47 minutes. Could be an early opportunity for Lions as McElligott wins the race to the ball, plays it out wide for Fairbairn with the driving ball in, and Gunston waiting at the back post. Cashman clears it away. Nakadate there to mop up, and is at the feet of Jessie Rashett. What is by and large very young Lions back line. Rashett will be counted on to provide the cool head, and she needs to be cool here as she tries to see off the attention of Tully Heatley. And the veteran wins out on that occasion. Kramer ends up on the ground, but got the pass away. Latham apparently didn't win enough trophies with Brisbane City in 2023, so she decided to go and complete the clean sweep with Crusaders in the F League. And tonight she's going against one of her teammates from that title-winning campaign as Crusaders FC completed the treble, with Meg McElligott playing a key role in that team as well. Not unable to find Fryer. It's played back. Cashman gets it over to the right. Cross in. First time strike from Heatley by the looks of it. Cashman for Latham on the turn, trying to get around Nielsen. Find some space for the delivery from this angle. They play it straight into the feet of Fairbairn. McElligott with a 1-on-4 option, decides to hold on to it. Here's Dugan, and she'll try and unleash Gunston. Worth isn't challenged for that one. Gunston decides to cede that battle. Free kick for Lions after their captain on the night, Tara O'Keefe, ends up on the ground. Lions so were definitely shell-shocked in the opening 10 minutes of the first half. City came out of the gates flying. However, since then, Lions have found their rhythm and have had much arm wrestling. Oh, that is not good for Kramer. She is down, and all the game stopper will lines up to play it on. O'Keefe leaves it for Talitha Kramer, and that is a troubling sight for the City fullback. You hope it's nothing too bad, but she just crumpled to the ground very quickly. We will avoid the replay just to be on the safe side there. And we could have a bit of a stoppage coming up now as former Brisbane and Wellington A-League player, gets some treatment. That is not what anyone would have wanted for the opening weekend. And while we do have this break in play, we might just take the opportunity to remind you of what else is coming up on FQTV this weekend with the opening round of the NPL women's season. Tomorrow at 4 p.m, Penn Power and Mitchelton. QAS and Sunshine Coast Wanderers, and that is a good sign with Kramer able to make her way over to the sideline. I will refrain from making any further diagnoses since I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. So 4 p.m. tomorrow, Penn Power, Mitchelton, QA Sunshine Coast Wanderers at 5, and then Sunday, simultaneous kickoffs, Souths, Gold Coast United, and Olympic Easts. Pressure, but astutely avoided on the first attempt, but pressure coming from Fisher. The Lions, they have just been at times bogged down in their own half of the field, and the passing just hasn't quite always found its intended target, and that's allowed Fryer to start an attack as Fisher goes shoulder to shoulder with Fairbairn, and Fairbairn wins that battle. Cox goes to ground, and Kramer, who is back up on her feet, which is a good sign, because to be totally honest with the way she crumpled, thoughts of Madrid Achilles did spring to mind, but just back up and moving around. Over for Bowman. Can't find McElligott, but it just skids off the top of her head. Kana can only play that one off Gunston. Just too strong in the challenge, seeing off Bowman again, and now the pass could be through for McElligott. She got a foot to it, but Worth able to regather off the rebound. Through McElligott, cut out by Leo Kana. For the angle for Fairbairn, and Fairbairn able to get there ahead of Dillon. Tight of an angle for the shot, instead opts for the cutback, and Bowman tried to square it, but there was no one in the vicinity of that pass, and City breaking down the far side. Fisher trying to play the slide rule pass through, and Heatley straight offside. First NPL meeting between these sides since round 9 of the 2021 season. Imperial Corp Stadium at Newmarket, City's home ground, and as with most of their matches that season, it was one-way traffic for Lions. Amy Gunston had a brace on the night as she looks to register an assist in this attack. Drive along the edge of the 18-yard box. She's shoved down by Cashman, legally so. Gets the pass away, finding Gunston, watched closely by Cashman. Nakadate. Dugan shifts it over. Now Cox. It's on the right for the cross. Clipped into the near post. Still there, and the attempt is blocked by Murphy. Another block by Willow Leocana. Straight into Heatley, and Latham on the turn, exercising the close control with O'Keefe watching very closely. And we will have our first sub for the match, and it is Mia Green getting replaced. That is, yes, Letitia Foster coming on in number 12. City have assembled quite a strong side this season, not just in the starting 11, but amassing plenty of depth. We'll see some more of those names as the year rolls on. Good break for Cox here as Kramer let that run, but too strong. Pressure on Nielsen as she gets the pass away, finding Fairbairn. She's been heavily involved in the first 15 minutes of the second half. That team's happy to utilise the wide areas of the pitch. Foster at the block. Fisher inside for Latham, gets a touch to go by Nielsen, but let's get the second challenge. O'Keefe. See a Lions change being prepared by the looks of things. Clears that one only as far as City players. Johnston stepping inside Cashman. Leokana watching as well, and the pass well read by Murphy to stick a foot out and get in the way. Fox wins that battle against Craner, but Fisher tracking back, doing her defensive duties. And Foster is playing it to an empty space. Still waiting for that line's change. It hasn't actually gone out for a good 2-3 minutes. Now is Gunston on the ball, looking to get Fairbairn, and we'll have that change now, possibly as Cashman receives some treatment. And we'll have to do a bit of guesswork on that substitution, as the camera was trained on the injured City player. Cashman has gotten through quite a lot of work thus far, up and down the City left side of the pitch. Just see in the corner of the screen as well, just a bit of discussion between Latham and the City bench. See if we can find a way to unlock this Lions back line. Or do we in fact have the cavalry coming for City as well? Because I can see 4 players getting made ready on the sideline. This could be a bit of an adventure. That is one change. It is Maddie Sansby on in number 20. And we'll bring you the rest as they come to hand. What's the 4 changes? That would be all remaining outfield players for City. meantime, Lions losing out in midfield. Latham dropping deep. She'll try to play it through for Fry. I can tell you, on leading the line for Brisbane City now is number 25, Georgia Beaumont. She's another one that came on. Worth is able to clear that one away. Space could open up if Heatley can get a foot to it first, but Rashett using her strength well, and Clark only just got that one past Heatley. Beaumont, Foster's through. Is she in? It's the goal! Brisbane City have the lead again. And it's the substitutes linking up with Letitia Foster finishing. And it's 2-1 Brisbane City. A beautifully weighted ball through. And not a whole lot Clark could have done there, as it was a cool, calm and composed finish from Letitia Foster. The official looks like she's taken up station right back for now. Lions looking to strike back almost instantly through McElligott, as the umbrellas are starting to come out, as shelter is being sought by those who are enjoying what would previously been a muggy but rainy match. And how's that for confidence, playing it out of the back from Brisbane City? Dropping deep. Substitute Sandsby. Ride that challenge and get the pass away, but still saw the ball wind up with Lions. By a pair of would-be challengers, goes straight by Sandsby, looking for the cutback, and again there is no one there to finish off what would have been the equaliser for Lions. Great run by Gunston. We go to the replay. Gunston straight by Heatley, straight by Sandsby, and McElligott and company just weren't there. Now another substitution for Lions. 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes of normal time remaining. Brisbane City 2, Lions 1. Lions battling in midfield as Wilson to get the ball back. Clark just gets that one away as looks like Libby Cebulski, who might have just been substituted on, is well claimed. Well claimed by Emily Clark. Gunston will get the physical edge in the matchup with Sansby. She fashioned what would be a telling chance. Doesn't finish one herself. She's a more than capable goal scorer in her own right. With the header, and City repel another orange attack. Shot taken, blocked away by City again. Make the challenge, but Cebulski getting that foot in. Tired pass in midfield could open up something now for City, as it's Tully Heatley. She's got the 18-yard box. Ada Becketing takes a shot on from range and does well to force a save out of Clark, who had to palm that one around the post. It was just a little 1-2 with Fryer, and instead of driving a bit closer, she opted to take the shot on while the room was there. Cross the corner doesn't quite have the intended effect. Brisbane City lost in 2023. It's the Capital One Super Cup match against eventual finalists Souths United, and even then they needed extra time for that. And it is a belated welcome to NPL Queensland for number 12 Fort Lions, Sam DeBean. Tennessee native. Graduate of Tennessee State University. His shot goes wide. Aussie American took that right-footed shot. Might find the range off that pass. she produce a moment of magic? It won't count as one, as to go on the attack. Clock's a long way out, but she had to get that challenge right, and boy did she. Great work by the young Lions goalkeeper to deny Georgia Thompson. And plenty of commitment in that tackle. Reads that pass like a book, and now she's to get her name on the score sheet. She goes towards the byline, ushered away by Leo Kana. Cuts back on the left, low shot. Well saved by Worth. Fryer just pulling the strings. Once again, is the danger of this City side. If you close down Latham, Fryer can get you. If you close down those two, then you've still got plenty of options to unlock your back line. And the chance could be on now, and the shot is just snatched wide. It's Heatley had a chance to give City a little bit of insurance as I beg your pardon, that was Beaumont with the shot. Heatley had the header. Rush it for McElligott, and it's allowed to go over the top. And we'll have a whistle to stop play as another injury for City. It has been a bruising match for the visitors, although those bruisers will feel a bit less sore with 3 points. And I'd say we've still got a good 15 minutes remaining after the injury stoppages and plethora of substitutions. Play is allowed to resume as most of the Lions players grab some refreshments. McElligott to work inside with Dugan. Keefe. Backheel could open up an opportunity now for City. Heatley with the pass in behind. Could this be the moment for Thompson? Rounds the keeper, pokes it into the goal, and Brisbane City are on their way to 3 points to start off season 2024. Oh, they've been threatening in the last few minutes, and it is Georgia Thompson who finished things off, and with 10 minutes to go, It is Brisbane City 3, Lions 1 at Luxury Paint Stadium. Well, you knew City were going to be competitive, but this might just be a statement of intent. Knocking off the reigning premiers. Of course, anyone who's watched an iota of football in their life will always be quick to remind you, one game does not make or break a season, which is applicable to both sides here. Gunston still desperate to push, and again, we've seen enough of Lions to know they will not go quietly. In the last 10 or so minutes, a quick response here would set up for a very fascinating finish. Someone is battling for City at the top of the box as a corner comes in. It's out of nowhere. It's punched behind by Worth for the corner, and we will have another stoppage now. These hot and muggy conditions. Taking their toll. The rain is quite evident on our picture on your screen. So we may as well take this time to take a look at what's up next for both of these teams. Lions, they're back in action next Friday against East. It doesn't get any easier. So Friday the 16th at home against East. Saturday the 24th of February at home against Gold Coast United. And then in round 4, they're on the road for the first time with a trip to Mitchelton as they prepare the first road trip, and they'll take on a Mitchelton side that today officially announced the re-signing of Callie Purifoy. So in the next few weeks for the Lions defence, they've got Sophie Person, Dee Quirk, and Callie Purifoy. We've got some fantastic goal scorers in the NPL Queensland competition. And change has been made for Brisbane City. That will be Steph Hallis, who's made her way on for the final few minutes of this match. As Thompson, she's got one, she might fancy her chances of getting two. Lions looking to erase this deficit in the next 6+ minutes. And they'll be preparing to make use of their third and final substitution window. And the loose bounce could break now for McElligott. Worth quickly scrambling back on her line and only palmed that one over as McElligott went for the chip. And we might still have some goals left in this game, folks. As see that ball from Gunston. I don't think Murphy was expecting that one to land right on her hip. And there's not quite enough air on that one from McElligott to beat Georgie Worth. Tries the corner, it's punched away, but as far as Dugan at the top of the 18-yard box, she'll take the shot on. It's blocked away by Liu Kana. And now Lions starting to display a little bit more urgency. Some great footwork by McElligott, but can't fully evade the challenge of Murphy. Rashid makes the run as it's targeted towards a veteran, headed away by Nielsen, back into the box as Thompson just plays it over the sideline, but it looks like the final touch has been adjudged to have come off a Lions player, and that will be the opportunity for the last substitution, which is Jesse Rashid coming off. And I'll confirm just who that substitution, or who the substitute that's come on is now, actually, as I can see the number 3 on the jersey. It is Keely Brayshaw. McElligott. Just thumped clear for City. Anywhere down this end of the pitch will do. Fairbairn allows that to run to DeBean. See, she was chasing that one down, but it was always destined to roll into the arms of Worth. Fairbairn is unsuccessful in keeping that one in. Dugan, who plays it inside as Nakadate can only deflect it off Letitia Foster. Score of would be considered the game-winning goal if this were ice hockey. She broke the deadlock in the 67th minute to make it 2-1 to City, and allowed to run, and it's squared through the middle, and it's off the crossbar. And oh, so close for City to get the icing on the cake. And that is going to come back for the foul after the sliding challenge, much to the chagrin of Latham. I think it may be more that she got the tackle wrong than was called for the foul. Frustration for that. Gunston. Dribble past Latham. Look to tee up Fairbairn, who's made the run forward. She'll square it again towards the back post, headed back across, and it's over the line, and Lions have a second life and on debut. It is Sam DeBean who scored. And the goal will stand 3-2. And just off the underside of the crossbar, Sam DeBean And we now have a grandstand finish set up here at Richlands. Can City hold on? They've led for the last 23 minutes, but they've given the ball back straight away. Here goes Gunston. She'll look to switch it up. McGilligan, she's always dangerous with the ball at her feet. Gets it back, thinks about the shot instead. It's Nakadate out wide. And with almost a wild hack, it goes to the corner. Gunston doing something with it. Can she find the delivery? Haven't seen any signals yet, but I would imagine we've still got a good 3 minutes minimum of added time to be played, and it is corner time for Lions. It's a lofted ball along the byline, and it the hollow ball had not crossed the whole of the line, so it's play on. Lions getting it back is now from Dugan. She tries to square it into the center of the box. It's deflected away. Nakadate as she's upended by Fryer, and is this free kick range? Well, it's not. It might have been range, but instead Dugan opted to play it quickly. DeBan over for Fairbairn with the low ball across. Latham defending at the near post, just hoofs it clear. Alice, she's dispossessed, but the pass could fall for Beaumont. Instead, it's Lions back in possession. Asking how much longer? Oh, just a little bit more as that cross goes over the top of everybody and behind for a goal kick, and Georgie Worth will be taking every last second that's available to her. Sideline it goes. 4th minute of stoppages getting played here at Richlands Luxury Paint Stadium. This is last chance for Lions to pinch a point. They've got to get the ball forward into the box. Cebulski. There's pressure just continually being applied by Hallis. Cebulski fashion space. Can she get the bending ball in, and it bounces through to Worth, and Murphy is now down after she took a heavy tumble. And she is instructed to get back to her feet as really a whole lot of space for her to go there. Let's really find Foster. City back with precious possession. Possibly looking for that insurance goal once more. Thompson will take the strike on from range. He never had the height on it to get by Clark. Dugan battling with Thompson, gets an assist from DeBean to get the ball back. Clark plays it short. It's almost route one time for Lions, but they're still going to with some flair, but it's resulted in a turnover, and now a chance for Hallis if she'll chase that one down into the corner. She does have Beaumont for the cross if she wants it. and they might not need it. A statement win for Brisbane City on their return to the NPL. 3-2 over the reigning premiers. It was Latham, Foster and Thompson for the visitors. McElligott and DeBean for the home side. Final score from Luxury Paint Stadium for the final time. Brisbane City 3, Lions 2. I'm James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company. Good night.